Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Markiss Stone, and I'm the host of the Daily Dose, and I would like to welcome you to the next day of your new life. That's right. See, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. What will you do with yours today on this beautiful July 1st, 2019, the year of consistency, and the third quarter of the triple threat? That's right. Third quarter is in the house. It's time to represent, and it's time to make great things happen. It's also Motivation Monday, so you know some of your friends, family members, co-workers need that daily dose of positivity, inspiration, and motivation, and you know I can't give it to them without all of you doses out there. Do me a favor and Hulk smash the share button, baby, because today's topic is gonna be fire. That's right. How we doses doing out there today? I hope y'all are feeling fantastic because I am. It's the third quarter, y'all. Third quarter, July 1st. That's right. We are officially past the halfway point of 2019. How you guys doing? Y'all doing all right? Well, I'm doing quite all right myself, and I will tell you why. Well, today we're going to talk about the triple threat, but first we got to start by talking about how no one showed me. I want to go a little back, take it way, way, way back. I want to tell you a little bit of the history of me. So this is where I grew up, guys. This is where I grew up on the south side of Chicago. This was the house that I grew up in. That's right. I want to show you guys some pictures. This right here was my bedroom. Take a look at the ceiling. You see how the ceiling is like almost collapsed in? That's because we couldn't really afford to get the roof fixed, so we had buckets everywhere. That's literally my bedroom. Here's my kitchen right there. Notice there's no table in there or anything. It wasn't really a great situation. Here was my grandma / my mom's room. Again, if you take a look at the ceiling, I mean, it just wasn't a great house. We had that house all the way from the 50s all the way up until last year. And what's crazy enough, if you can actually see right there, those are screenshots from Zillow of it actually on sale right now. So those are current pictures of the house. I mean, we had that house since the 50s. And I didn't grow up great. Nobody showed me. Nobody showed me how to do this thing called life. You know, my dad, he left when I was about 3 years old. My mom was in and off of doing drugs and whatnot. My grandmother was working all these social work jobs, just trying to do things right to make sure that we just stayed head above ground, you know. But what's really cool is I had an epiphany. I'll be honest with y'all, the last couple of months I've been struggling mentally, but I've just been pushing through and digging through and just trying to work on the goals and try to make things right. And fortunately, I was able to dig through the archives because as of recent, boy, your boy's been stressed. I'm just going to be honest with you. I try not to show it because I don't have the victim mentality and I try not to complain. But boy, I put a lot of stress on myself. If you guys see my Facebook post yesterday, you'll kind of get a synopsis of it. But now's not the time to get into it. But what's great is I had the opportunity last October to meet one of my favorite people in the entire world. His name is Dr. Eric Thomas. And I was very close to, I was very up close. I was about 10 feet away from him on stage and I got to see him speak and what he said was powerful. So digging through the archives, trying to figure out how I'm going to do this third quarter, I go through the archives and I come across this. Check this out.
I already know that. That's why I'm giving you permission. It would be different if I try to come in here and give you knowledge. You are in the car industry. You don't lack knowledge. What you lack is sometimes the ability to make a decision that you know you should make because you know you second guess yourself because of, and I'm giving you permission just to be who you are and fully embrace it and go forward. I'm giving you permission to fully be who you are and stop second guessing yourself. And understand that even when you make a mistake, that's a part of the process. That something great is going to come out of the mistake you made because you're going to learn something, but you're not going to learn nothing when you back and forth. And so you have permission.
In case you guys didn't catch the beginning part of that, I want you guys to pay attention to something really important that he says. He said, you don't lack the knowledge, you lack the ability to make a decision that you know you should make. I want to read that one more time for the people in the back because this is very, very, very important. And sometimes we say things and some things just skip right over our head and we don't really pay attention to what's really important. It says, you don't lack knowledge. You lack the ability to make a decision that you know you should make. You know, what's really cool is I actually went back to my notes because I don't have the best memory, so I write stuff down. Take a look at this, guys. This was just speaking volumes to me. These are my notes from when Eric Thomas was speaking. He says, you're on an accord with your money, but not your spouse. A man or woman who only has money are broke. You're a 7-figure income, but not a 7-figure husband or a 7-figure dad. Your business and your marriage have to be one and the same. You got to be great with both. I'm not done yet. I got a few more. Check this out. He used to put kids on hold for people, but now he puts other people on hold for his kids. What he was getting at was he turned down money in order to be there for his kids because his time with his family was more important than money. He also challenged me to have my wife say that I'm the real MVP. You know, if you guys watch basketball, you know Kevin Durant said that when he finally won the MVP trophy. He said his mom was the real MVP. Change the world, but start at home first. Man, wow, that really hit home. You know, every single day I get on this show and I say, I'm just here to make the world smile and change people's lives. And right there, I read in my archives from the notes, it says, change the world, but start at home first. I'm going to go through the last one right here, and then we're going to get into the antidote. The greatest words that he ever heard was, what's higher than a queen? His wife said, I'm not sure, but that's how my husband treats me. Think about that for a second. What's higher than a queen? I don't know what that is, but it's something, I feel something higher than that because of the way my husband makes me feel. You know, in the car business, we love to negotiate, right? That's a fun thing to do. Take the same negotiating skills at work and negotiate your marriage. Teach your daughter to find a man who keeps his word. Wow. So Eric Thomas, when he was on stage, he was talking about something called the triple double. And I kind of changed it for my own self, and I called it the triple threat. If you guys didn't see this logo right here, this is what my new triple threat is. And this is the power of the third quarter, but this is the power of life. So what I've done, I've taken the time to isolate myself, and I've broken my life down to the triple threat. My triple threat is going to be family, career, fitness, in that order. In that order. You know, I went ahead and I actually looked up the definition of the triple threat. And it says, a person, especially a performer or athlete, who is proficient in 3 important skills within their particular field. Well, the last time I checked, my life is my playground, and my life is my field, and I'm going to be proficient in 3 different things. So we're going to get into the antidote today and talk about my triple threat. But in case you came a little bit fashionably late, I got a homie named Lyric that's got to tell you what to do. Lyric, tell him what to do.
Smash the share button.
That's right. Smash that share button and do me a favor, beast up that share. Put a title in it and let somebody know that the antidote right here just may change their life. Let's go ahead and get into the antidote.
The antidote is a medicine taken or given to counteract a particular poison. Now, Marcus, it's 6:30 a.m. on the Eastern Time Zone. The dose house is starting to get filled to capacity with people who want that antidote. I think it's time to refill some prescriptions. Hit them with the antidote.
All right, my triple threat number 1, La Familia. I wasn't ready. Like I say, nobody taught me how to do this thing. You know, I didn't have the best representation of a family growing up. I'm still figuring this thing out, you know. My family at an early age consisted of a lot of weird things. You know, I saw my mother doing drugs. I went to more funerals by the time I was 12 years old than most people actually go through in their lifetime. My dad left when I was 3. I don't say this for you guys to think that I'm some sort of victim, because honestly, I'm not. I feel like I turned out fine. But what's most important is I didn't have these examples of how to do this whole family thing. You know, my wife, she's big in the family. They grew up eating dinner at the table all the time, talking all the time. I come home, she's on a 9-way FaceTime call every single night with her family. And I never had that type of family growing up. Doesn't mean that it can't start right now. And what's really cool is this is what I'm doing for the third quarter. These are my alarms. You know, I wake up early at 3:59. By 4:30, I'm working out. But now I've added 2 more alarms, you know, because I can't just focus on the problem so much without putting emphasis on a solution. Because for every problem, there's a solution. And right now, there's a little bit of lack. So in order to pick up the slack, I got to do things because I'm just figuring it out. So what I've decided to do is I've set an alarm for 1 p.m. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it says send some love every single day. 1 p.m. send some love to my wife. And at 4:30 p.m., that's right around the time my daughter's going to be coming home and walking through the house from the school bus. It's just say, see how her day went. Just have a conversation with her. Give her a phone call. Break up the monotony in the day. That's really cool, too, because by 1 o'clock when you're at work, you've got a whole lot of stuff already, going on. And so by 1, that's a nice little break to just take a breather and send some love. And by 4:30, from 1 to 4:30, that's a whole lot going on between that time. That's another good break in the day because, I don't want you guys to fall victim to the mentality that you don't have time to do the things that are important to you. You have to make time. You have to create time. Remember, for every problem that you're facing in your life, there's a solution. And I heard that there's this thing. Maybe you guys may have heard this before. I don't know. Or maybe it's just me. I heard that your vibe attracts your tribe. I was truly, honestly considering maybe not even doing a dose. I was seriously considering it, but I love doing a dose because it helps me to be consistent. And I know there's always one person out there. I know I may lose a few followers, working on my triple threat, but guess what? I don't care. At the end of the day, I understand that people will be in your life for reasons, and there's going to be people in your life for seasons. People will come and go in and out of your life all the time. And I learned that through social media, people are as fickle as they come. And at the end of the day, when it all falls down, when your back is against the wall, who's going to be there with you? The person who you lay in bed with at night, not these people that's on social media. So again, my vibe will attract my tribe. Some people are going to feel it. Some people ain't. But guess what? You may not be for me, and I'm cool with that. So let's go ahead and get into number 2. Actually, before I get into number 2, I want to show you something cool. This is a little quality time I spent. I haven't broke my drone out in a couple of years, but when it comes to the number 1 on Triple Threat Family, my daughter, I believe that she's looking into, I think she wants to start flying a drone too. This is us at home. This was a Saturday night after I got off work. We just spent a little bit of quality time messing around with the drone. I'm gonna have to get her like a lesser expensive one or something. She can't do this one. This drone wasn't cheap, and if she wrecks this, we gonna have some problems. I'm just being honest. But that's just us. And, she thought this was pretty cool to be able to, mess around with the drone and just spend some quality bonding time. You don't always have to go somewhere or spend a whole bunch of money and do all this crazy stuff. Just that quality bonding time. Something as simple as just messing around with a drone. I don't know. That's just me. Let's go ahead and get to number 2, the career. The career. That's the second part of my triple threat. Without a career, without having ambitious goals, I don't know what I would be. I wrote my first goal down at 18 years old, and I saw the power of accomplishing it, writing it down, looking at it every single day, seeing where you get in life. So I'm always going to continue to grow my brain so I can advance my career. I would like to think that I'm great at what I can do, but I can always improve. I can always be greater. There are some elite people out there. When it comes to your triple threat, I ask you, what is your triple threat? What are you great at? What are you going to strive to continue to be great at? Are you growing your brain? Are you a constantly work in progress? Ask yourself that. So when it comes to my career, I've always taken it seriously my entire career, but I've been doing this over 12 years and I got so much longer to go. My birthday's coming up, man. I still got 30 more years in the game. And it takes 10,000 hours to become an expert. I've exhausted that already. But what's higher than the expert? I don't know what that is, but I'm striving for it. Somebody feeling me out there? Last but not least, number 3 of my triple threat is fitness. Now, the reason I love fitness so much is because it's challenging. And what's really cool is when you accomplish the things that you challenge when it comes to fitness, you get to see your body physically change. You get to see it morph into something that you've never seen before. And I took a little week off just so I can recover a little bit because I hit my workouts hard with my Peloton bike, but I'm back at it, baby. And I'm feeling greater than ever. This is this morning right here, getting my workout on. The reason fitness is so important to me is because of this thing called endorphins. If you haven't experienced endorphins before, I highly suggest that you seek it out. It's this feeling that is unmatched. It comes over your body. It does something amazing, and you get an amazing transformation during the process as well, too. And you also get a nice little body, little lean, ripped action going on. But what's really cool is fitness is important to me because of discipline. When you do something every single day, when you wake up a little bit early, when you put your mind to something and you get to see the physical results, it doesn't happen immediately. It takes quite a long time for you to start seeing the results that you want. It gives you the ability to say, even though I don't see the results right away, I'm working towards something, and I will look up one day and say, dang, is that a side ab? That's from a video that I made quite a while ago. But I want to introduce you guys to the triple threat. Now, this is my triple threat in that order: family, career, and fitness. I ask you guys, what is your triple threat? We are officially just past the halfway point in 2019. Are you halfway to your goals? Guess what? Some of my goals I exceeded by big margins, and some of them I haven't even accomplished yet. And some of them I'm so far away from, I can't even fathom why I brought it up in the first place. But I encourage you guys, what is your triple threat? What are the three main things that are super important to you in your life that you need to dial in and focus on? I encourage you to seek those out just like I did, because let me tell you, I had a lot of stuff going on. I put so much pressure on myself. I have so many goals. They're lofty that you can just spin out of control like a tornado. So I've decided for the rest of the year that I'm going to focus on three primary things. I ask you, what are the three primary things that you're going to focus on for the rest of your career? For the rest of the year, to make sure that you turn 2019 into something great. I know 2019 may not be how you planned it to be. I know you may not be anywhere close to what you said you were going to do in 2019 when you created these goals in November and December and January at the beginning of the year. But so what? You ever seen a team come back from a 20-point deficit? You ever seen somebody hit a game-winning shot? You ever seen somebody throw a touchdown at the last second of the game and win the game? It is possible. You ever seen a team go into the locker room that's losing real bad and come out in the second half and just go out there and kill it? Well, that's how I feel. I feel like the first half was okay. I put up a good shot. You know, I'm shooting 50% from the field. I'm doing pretty good, but I'm nowhere near where I need to be. And now it's time to hone in and focus what's really important to me. And if somebody's feeling me on that, I need some likes and I need some loves. And if you're not, it's okay, because my vibe will attract my tribe. And the people that's really feeling me, I know y'all going to be down, to the end with me. And I appreciate you. So let's go down the triple threat checklist. Family, do what's important, because at the end of the day, when all this social media stuff, when your phone goes away, when everything goes bad, you come home to a few people every single day, and they're going to always have your back. That's first. Number two, career. Every single one of us have a career, whether you're an entrepreneur or where you're working for somebody. Always try to advance, excel, and grow your brain so you can be the best person in your career that you can possibly be. And last but not least, number three, my triple threat, my third one is fitness. It's not just about the physical part, it's the mental discipline that it takes when you're not seeing the results right away to strive and achieve something great when you're not seeing it right away. That's my triple threat in that order. I would like to welcome you to the second half of your new life. I hope you guys take some of my triple threat advice and try to find your triple threat and make it great and go into the second half of 2019 just absolutely fantastic. If you always want to make sure you get a good antidote, you can head on over to my YouTube channel, and I still need some more subscribers. If you guys can please head on over, I will post a link in the comments section in a few seconds. Please head on over to my YouTube channel. If you got one, subscribe so you can always get the antidote. All you got to do is type in Markiss Stone. That's right. And you'll see my big old mug right there with the smile. Hit the subscribe button and take your Thor hammer and bang that notification bell so you always know. But the best way to check me out is live, baby. Yeah, type in the Daily Dose Show in Facebook. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the three dots underneath so you can always get the antidote, baby, and check me out live. That's where the magic happens. Check out the outro.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to the Daily Dose. I hope you got your antidote today. Your daily dose of positivity, inspiration, and motivation. Check me out every Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time Zone on Facebook Live. And don't forget to Hulk smash that share button.
Just remember, I do what I do from the heart, and I don't expect nothing in return. I'm just a kid from the south side of Chicago that's here to make my family smile and hopefully inspire the world. Y'all have a fantastic day. Peace.